Yes, this is all for my beautiful curvy girls out there. And you know what? It doesn't matter. Curves don't lie. And you know what? Be proud of your curls because there are people going and buying fake curls and we don't need them. So here we are colouring in this book and we're going to select our page now which we're going to colour, and I think it's only right that we select the Christmas edition. So let's go. Come with me while we colour this in. Taking you guys now through a little flick through of the book, what it's like, and it's got a bit of every season in here, and I think it's really cute. It's got Curvy Girl, and I just think it's really sweet actually, because you know what? I always see a non-curvy girl edition, but this is the curvy girl. So let's put our bleed through paper and get started. So first we're starting off with the Uhu marker and we're using a red, which actually mine is going quite fading and blurry because I think I've overused the Uhu markers now. But we're going to shade in the sock and we're going to make it a furry effect. So let's go with that. And I'm looking for that warm, cozy, heating by the fireplace on a snowy day effect. So we want some furry boots with the top looking a bit like snow. I really enjoy all these pages actually because they make you feel like cozy. Also takes time. You can watch a whole movie. You can color at the same time. Just remembering that I've cut this down for this video, however, it took a few hours to even do this colouring page. If you want to make it more in detail, I reckon you have to do section by sections. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I want to get rid of the black lines now, so you have to use acrylic markers. So as well as the Ohuhus, I'm also using acrylic markers and fine line pens to get the detail in there of everything from the Santa box to the... So as you can see, we're adding white acrylic, but just remember once we've done this and it's dried, I am going to come back and add another coat to get that extra furry effect, because you do sometimes need to let acrylic dry before you use another acrylic on top of it. Now another thing is I'm adding in lines here with a bit of a grey, a light grey, and this is just basically to give a bit of a boot effect. And I've mixed the grey and the green together. This kind of gives the boot a bit of a defining line for where you put your foot into the fur. And as you can see, I use a base coat grey before I start anything. And then I use the white acrylic to actually dab on top. So I don't swipe, I dab on top to give the furry effect of the boots. And then we are going in with the fireplace where we're going to use multiple different colours because we want to get the fiery effect. We're going to mix yellows, reds and oranges with a bit of brown in there just to give it that fire flaming effect. And I'm going to keep going over this and we're going to keep adding details till we get the effect. I'm also adding the yellow highlight. Now when you've got a fire, it reflects, it gives a bit of light out and it hits. Whatever it hits, they turn a bit light. And I want to give that effect, so we're going to add those details in as we do it. The other thing is the wood logs. I'm adding a little grain here with the fine liners to get that detail. I'm drawing in some bricks on the fireplace because I want a bricky fireplace. So we're just going to add in the detail as we go. With the fireplace, we've got some stony bricks, and I want to make them look like pebbly bricks that are near the fireplace. So I'm doing a dot to dot effect with different colours, and I'm going to add a bit of white in there, do a little grey outline because we're going to have a grey carpet. So I kind of want to make it look like those stones tie up with the carpet and the scenery. We've got a bricky fireplace, and then I'm going to add a bit of chalk to get the light effect.